5 minus 4? That's 1. So in all that, A equals 1. Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. If you want extra credit, go ahead. You don't have to do this. It's optional. I know it's Friday. If you want extra credit, go home and plug in our answer. And go home, plug in our answer. So replace A with 1 and bring me that back. Show me your work of solving that. So at the end of it, whatever it is, you should be getting 5 equals 5 at the end of it. Do that, show me your work, bring it in on Monday when it's time for class, and I will go ahead and give you that sweet, sweet, sweet extra credit you guys love. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you kids go. Happy Friday the 13th. Go on, get home safe. Remember to coo at any black cats that you see on your way back to the house. And for the love of all that is holy, please tell the goat that she looks pretty today. I do not have time for more curdled milk. Anyway, bye, kids. They just run out that door faster than who knows what. Like there's a fire under their tails. Gotta love them. Anyway, let me get ready for my guess. Whew, that's much better. Didn't get my incense lit. Well, while I'm lighting this incense, let me go ahead and welcome you to the traveling tent. I got my kids sorted away, and now I'm gonna get my lovely guests sorted away. I've already gone ahead and I've cleared and cleansed this space. I've connected myself, I've connected me to my flame, and now I was just waiting to connect you. Sorry, so nice. Anyway, if it's your first time here, welcome. This is the Traveling Tent, a place for people who enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and the between and asking weird questions and getting somewhat serious answers. Let me set this to the side. That a lot of excitement in the smoke. A lot of excitement in the smoke. I actually might put this out. I forgot how much this outputs. Let me just... I'll solve that. I didn't need that much of it anyway. I just needed to open the space. There we go. Let's see if that's not disruptive. Anyway, once again, welcome to the tent. If you're new, hi! And if you're returning, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Okay, today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. In honor of Friday the 13th, I wanted to tap in and see what luck was coming to my lovely guests. The reason why the whole 222 thing is when I was setting up, getting things straightened out, and figuring things up, 222 happened to pass by. And that was really good. So this is pick a pile format. I know, different around here. I like to do these every once in a while. It's not our usual, but something about this kind of reading where all I'm doing is tapping in and looking into your luck really wanted to come out in 3 different ways. So my guests that are coming in, it looks like there's 3 different stories to be told. So I'm excited to tap in, see what that's about. Ooh, anyway, I'm chilling, you're chilling. You're chilling, I'm chilling. You want to tell what we think? Yeah, I thought you would. Go ahead, get your little seat. It's going to be nice. First, we're going to go ahead and do card selection. We're not doing a sigil for this one. I've decided that if I do pick a piles, I don't do sigils for them. That's a lot of effort. That's 3 sigils. And while it looks like I'm just goofing when I auto draw those, it takes a lot of spiritual energy. So, here are 3 piles. I pulled a card from each deck if that helps you do selection. So now we're going to go into pile selection. So pile 1 are these 2 cute little cowrie shells. They're hanging out here. I'll throw them for you. I don't read cowrie shells. Maybe that's significant to someone. So we have an up and a down one. An up and a down cowrie shell. And then your card, which comes from the Trickster's Journey deck, is the Queen of Swords. Okay? So pile 1, if anything helps you with selection, that is Queen of Swords. And then your cowrie shells where 1 landed upright and 1 landed upside down. Pile 2, you got the dice. You got my dual colored dice. Very nice. They are these 10? Yeah, these are 10. 10-sided. I call these exploding dice. And your card is Temperance. Sweet. So, I'll also go ahead and roll your dice since I rolled the cowrie shells. Awesome. And you got 6 and 3. I was going to say 630. Maybe 630 is significant to you in some way, but you got 6 and 3. Could also be 9. And that was pile 2. And pile 3 is, I just wanted the key, but the key that I really wanted to use is on a necklace. So pile 3 is this silver necklace. Silver necklace. Ooh, maybe you wanted this to be a necklace. Maybe you really like necklaces. Maybe you have a key necklace. Because what I was just going to say is pile 3 is this key. And pile 3's card, actually, you guys got double for your trouble. But I'm just going to show you the one on the very bottom. You got the World. So if you feel called to the cards, you feel called to the cards. So again, you got the World and your key. And I can't really flip it or do it. Here, you can get a dice roll too. It only seems fair. Ooh, and you got a 4. So that's like 2 2s. Great. So take a moment. Take a moment to decide which pile you want to go to. And I'm going to put it in the time card stamps. And I'll see you there at that reading. Something else that might help you out. This is air energy. So, Gemini, I was going to say Scorpio, but that's not an air sign. So maybe, Gemini, Scorpio, but I was going to say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Temperance is a lot of Sagittarius energy over here. Dogs might be important as well as owls. Those might be a thing that'll help you out. And the World is all that fixed sign energy. So that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Anyway, that was pile selection. Pause if you need a moment to think about it, but I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. See you there. Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely guests. If you chose group 1, which is the 2 cowrie shells where one landed upright and one landed upside down, the card that was the Queen of Swords, or if you chose off of your zodiac sign, which in this case was the air signs, which is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, and Scorpio also peeked in kind of randomly. If so, right place, right space, and this is your reading. Welcome, group 1. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and set your things to the side. Ooh. Setting things to the side. Awesome. So this reading, if you skip the intro and stuff like that, that's totally fine. This reading is about the luck that is coming to you. And I'm already getting the vibe off of this Queen of Wands that the luck that is coming to you is something that you have been staring in the face. Ooh, I'm specifically getting like a dragon that you've been staring in the face. So you got like, so from my angle, it looks like my little fairy skull, my little pixie skull. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a fairy skull. It had a little attitude. That's why it had to go under the Queen of Wands. But literally, my little skull, this card, and my owl are all staring me down right now. Or at least that's what the angle kind of feels like. So maybe the luck that's coming to you is something that's right in front of you. Or maybe maybe you're picking this pile for fun and you're already living in your luck. You were already feeling lucky today, and that's why you chose something. King of Wands. Maybe 3 is a number that is important to you, and 5 of Swords. And they're staring each other down. If you look, Queen of Wands and that King of Swords are just staring at each other. Ooh! And then the Queen of Wands is right here. Maybe you wanted to pick pile 3. Fun fact, I'm filming these out of order. Maybe 2 is a number that's significant to you. I'm actually filming these out of order. I did this second. I actually set this reading to the side because I'd picked something else up and something happened, so I did the other reading first so I could better use my energy. Oh, so maybe you set something to the side because it was a better allocation of your energy. Rather than fighting and putting up with all this mess, you used your wisdom and your intellect to go, you know what? This fight ain't mine, but mama ain't raised no fool. I'ma sit back in my receptive, chill energy, focus on me. Because remember, the queens are a pretty individual energy. And by individual, I mean it's a more focus on the self and things like that, versus the king, which is a very my dominion, like a more overarching kind of outlook on things. The king is more looking on how what he does affects those who are under his dominion, and the queen is more looking at how she is affecting herself. Both are in good balance, because if you're not really paying attention to how you are in your own self-improvement, then how can you expect to move into this king energy where you're expected to look out for others and be mindful of their self-improvement and also be like a part of that and a catalyst? Ooh. I actually don't want to pull any more cards from this deck. I am going to split it, though. Ten of Swords, because you've been burnt before. Okay. So I'm getting the luck that for those of you that are here where like you're not really sitting in the luck, or maybe like you, even though you are sitting in a lucky time right now, and you're kind of like just peeking in either for just like an energy check of what the current state of your luck is, or just like what things are coming for you. Ooh, so something is coming for you. This Ten of Swords, while pretty intense, especially following this like winning at all costs to betrayal, this is giving, oh, maybe this is your story where the reason why you can walk in this energy of I care for everyone and know how to do that, but also I have the balance and understanding of myself. Maybe you used to walk in the fury passion of self-confidence, self-righteousness, whether that be for a good or bad reason. Self-righteous isn't always necessarily bad, but pretty much you walked with a air of confidence. And maybe you like to fix people. Maybe that's a thing you used to do. Maybe you were always one to help, but you necessarily didn't always. Maybe you gave some people more chances than they needed to, and in that happening was where this Ten of Swords came in, where you were put in such a position where you could no longer heal yourself. Because remember, Ten of Swords it's in your back. Like, you can't put those swords in yourself. All you can do is just lay back and accept it. But it looks like in this happening, rather than you shrinking into yourself and deciding, you know what, no one gets my love, no one gets my care, it's just gonna be me, I've been too hurt, I've been too betrayed. It looks like you actually, take a shot, you actually alchemized that energy and came out a queen. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna get my bearing about myself. I'm here and get my chops about myself. So when I was doing all my shuffle, let me see if he does come out. He doesn't. Oh, you're a hard worker. You're a hard worker. It's giving me voguing energy. Maybe you vogue, maybe you dance, maybe you do ballroom of various types. Is he under here? No. Five of Wands. You've been through the muck and the mire, though. Aw. So a part of the luck that's coming to you, or the reason it's coming to you, is because you are someone who did not let life hoe them, basically. You are someone who, even though you've taken wounds, you've taken L's, you've had to lose some things, you did not let that stop you from loving. You did not let that stop you from helping people who you saw needed help. It helped give you better discernment of who's someone actually reaching out for help, wanting it and appreciating it, versus who's someone who's just accepting it because you're there. Ooh, you're finding balance here. I wonder if balance is a theme for my guests, I feel so far, where you're finding this balance between yin and yang type energy. Very nice, very nice. But again, the King of Swords also wanted to come out. He actually had, the reason you didn't also get 2 cards like group 3 is because I wanted to, when I had your undercards, I wanted to be a surprise to both me and you. But when I was shuffling the Trickster deck, 2 cards did come out, but the King of Swords flipped upright, so I knew who he was. And I was like, oh, okay, I can't put you under there, and I'm not going to pretend to be surprised. I'm not going to pretend to be surprised. I think that's another thing, too. You've stopped, not even you've stopped. You've just decided that there's something that's about faking it that's not for you. What's on this Queen of Wands? Knight of Coins. You've decided faking it isn't for you. Some of you are exploring detours. That's nice. Maybe you've been derailed as well. Ooh. Some of the luck that is coming your way is you're going to realize the derailment was actually more of a rerouting. There's still pain. It still sucks. But you're realizing it ain't all that. I actually want to... Okay. Don't tell group 3. I only used one deck for group 3, which was their main deck and their advice. If you're planning on choosing group 3, if you already watched group 3 and you're also watching this, sorry. I love you. You guys got a lot in that one, so don't worry about it. But I'm going to go ahead and use this Oracle deck to help us get some clarification. Because again, I don't really want to keep using this deck. I think another thing that might be some energy that you subscribe to is you've been through the hurt, you've been through the pain, and you've realized there are no more lessons for you to learn there. Any lessons that you still need to learn from what happened to you are lessons that you can learn by going forth and developing more healthy relationships and situations. Like, for instance, any lessons that you have left to learn are not these ones, or ones that you can do internally, like, you know, sit, do some journaling, some thinking. Some of you, if you have therapy or trusted individuals you can speak with, it's not, you're realizing that not every lesson needs to be learned like by rushing into it. I can't ignore that the Suit of Wands is a suit that enjoys, you know, just going for it. Let's just go for it and figure it out. And even the Queen, and even the Sword suit, while she is a queen and pretty good, she still very much is a sometimes dang it, I gotta stop scrolling Instagram. I don't know if anyone's seen them. There's someone, it's a taxidermied chameleon who they've like taxidermied and dressed as a fortune teller. And it's like my ancestors, whenever I ask them about how to deal with a situation, and this maybe one of the things that you learn, maybe it's relationship. Because I was gonna say, whenever I ask the tarot reader that doesn't, whenever I ask the tarot reader that don't care about my feelings what to do when something bad happens, get a knife, cut him, get a gun, shoot him, show him you are not to be played with, show them you are not to be played with. Like, there's that energy there. Maybe you're healing from that energy. Because remember, this 5 of Wands is like defending yourself against all costs. But, you know, you're not always, you know, I'd like to think that my lovely guests are very well-rounded. And oh, my music stopped. Or is it music? Or is it? No wind chimes for you guys. Ooh, no wind chimes for you guys. Maybe you're navigating an airy kind of energy. Very nice, very fun. Ooh, yeah. We'll take those and then the bottom. Earth angel, oh, my. Ooh, the luck that is coming for you. And again, this leads back to that whole, you're realizing that you're not derailed. The luck that's coming for you is you're going to realize that the new path that you're on, while it feels like the train that you were on got like shoved off the track, you're actually realizing that it was more of like, oh no, you just like pulled the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk. Maybe that's something you did. Maybe you are a fan of Emperor's New Groove, Cusco, and stuff like that. I think, is it Machu Picchu or the Incan? I think that it's Incan. Yeah, because I think Aztec is Mexico, and then Incan is a little farther down. Either way, maybe you like geography. Maybe you are a big fan of Latin America. That's very fun. But no, the luck that is coming to you that I at least can see is you are getting a more clear defined path where when you reached out, you thought you were pulling the brake and it was so derailing, so jarring. You thought someone had pulled the brake on you, and it felt like you were tumbling off the track. But in reality, the lever that they pulled was the one that just switched tracks. I'm hearing the luck that is for you, or the luck that is all, like, again, for a lot of you, you already have the luck. The luck that is already here for you and coming for you is the fact that the path that you are, I'm hearing rerouting, but the path that you are currently navigating is the proper and true path. It is the natural order of where you needed to be. Like, you're going to sit back and be like, huh, if someone would have showed me a pamphlet of this, I would have just started doing this on my own. But maybe some of you have a very strong ancestral influence, whether that be someone living or someone beyond the veil. Because I just heard very clearly, hard head makes soft behind. So maybe some of you, the reason you had to go through that 5 of Swords and like keep going, then eventually it stacked up to that 10 of Swords where there was no other option. Ooh, I'm hearing there was no other option but to knock you down. That's for someone. If that's for you. There was no other option but to knock you down so that you can properly see or go about your path. You had to be put in a position of, they had to make you stop. Is what I'm hearing. You had to be made to stop. Or maybe something happened that caused like an intense derail. Not everybody here hard-headed, but I'm getting like a very strong sense of a lot of you that are in the camp of, you maybe don't really see the luck, or like you see the luck, but you also see this big pain that was there. And maybe this is giving you like an answer as to why that had to happen. Hard head makes soft behind, but it's also looking here like you're finding the balance and you're learning that. So that's very nice. Another piece of luck that is coming towards you is in the future, you don't got to learn lessons as hard. That's always nice. I love that. Anyway, what's under your path? Ooh, and that is why you had to be knocked off. Maybe this is a generational thing where maybe people in your family, maybe you're from one of those families where like, oh no, we don't give up. We keep going. We push forth. Maybe that's how you've solved issues. Maybe that is something that has worked for you. Maybe, I'm hearing specifically you took a curse and used it to your good. I specifically want to say debuffs. So maybe you're a gamer of some sort, but you looked at the debuffs that were given to you and you're like, you know what? Not all of those are bad. Like, yeah, those are like negative stat. Those are like negative stat modifiers, but I can use that to the best of my ability. Maybe the entity attachments that you had to be loose to are the people's, individuals, the places that you were giving so much of yourself to that, here's people you were losing yourself. You were losing sight of the path that you're supposed to be on. Very nice. We're going to cover that up though, because he's not here no more. Your Earth Angel. You're so sweet and you're so cute. Okay. I don't want this to be too... Ooh. Yeah. They said not all... Some of y'all here, I ain't that sweet. I got a little fire in me. I got a little flame. Let's put her over here. Red is a color. Red might be significant to you. Maybe you look good in reds. Maybe you like oranges. Maybe you like more of is it like an autumnal kind of vibe? Maybe that's why that Scorpio tried to come out. Let me get you a Halloween card. Nope, they said no. This is a deck-in card. Perfect. I don't know why. For a second, I was wondering if I was recording or not. Sweet. Okay, let me go ahead and... This isn't funny, but it is funny. Maybe you're someone... Maybe that's part of it. Maybe you're tapping in. You're like, yes, I'm this sweet Earth Angel, but I also got like a side to me. I'm learning, like you're learning all sides of, again, you've got like a lot of femme energy over here, but maybe you're learning about like your sensuality and your sexuality. Maybe that's something that you're leaning into. Maybe this is something that you're going away from. I'm feeling like a polarity. There are some of you that you were too deep in that Jezebel energy, and that's why there was a problem. And there were some of you that like, maybe you were a little too Puritan. Maybe you didn't like to think of yourself as a sexual, sensual being, which is kind of silly. We are humans. We are people. There are things and energies that feel good, and your sexual health is very important. And that doesn't mean like you're going out and you're like sleeping around with people. Your sexual health is also related to like your body image, how you feel about yourself, how you connect with your body. Because remember, sensuality, sexuality, it's not just external, it is also internal. What is the, ooh. So I guess some of the luck, some of the things that are coming to you is a better understanding, a better grasp of who you are as a sexual, sensual being. Remember I earlier was talking about, well, the kings are nice, but the king is very much a, yeah, their dominion, their dominion, they're very their very self, that Aries energy, especially coming out in this King of Wands. But you've got all this, but it's very much the people. For the people. I am the people. I am for the people. The things that I do, I think about and go forth because I'm not just thinking about the me, I'm thinking about the we, which is wonderful and great and nice for leadership energy. You would like that. But there also needs to be a balance, because how can you lead other people? Pretty much it's how can you teach and show others that it is safe and okay to be themselves, to have a relationship with themselves, that their bodies are not dirty, that their thoughts are not awful just because they are not this. How can you teach someone to understand and love themselves or have an appreciation for their sexual, sensual body and form if you do not have an understanding or relationship with your own sexual, sensual body? Because you don't have to love everything about you, but you have to have a willingness to sit and understand it. Like, why am I like this? What is going on? Maybe that's the entity attachment that you are working against. That was one of those things coming up where you were very much like, let's make sure everyone else grows. You had all this love and care and attention for everyone else. You were helping everyone else grow around you because you had the knowledge, you had the information. Maybe it is ancestral. Maybe this is something generational that's beyond you, because these cowrie shells, I'm African American. Cowrie shells are very deeply linked to my lineage. Even this fairy over here that was wanting to knock around and move, this is one of my little hymns. So even this is an African American fairy hanging out over here. So there's just a lot of cultural energy coming through. So some of these, it's not even like, maybe it's people within your family, or maybe it's you attempting to appease them, and in attempting to appease them and mold yourself into that individual, you lost who you were. It's not that you didn't like yourself. It's not that you hated yourself. It's not that you loved yourself. You're just, meh. You didn't have a relationship period with yourself, is what I'm feeling. And that's kind of what was stopping you from truly tapping into this. Maybe a lot of you are leaders. That's what's stopping you from truly tapping into this leadership energy. It's the thing that stopped you from being, I'm going to say this because someone's saying, tell them this will make them move. This will really hone it in for them. It's the thing that was stopping you from being your maximum efficient. Like, it was what was holding you back from maximum efficiency, from being the best fixer. I'm being specifically told you weren't as efficient of a fixer as you thought you used to be, because you were lacking the internal work. But now that you've put yourself in a position and energy where you're actually doing the internal work, you're actually taking care of not just those around you, but you are taking care of yourself. That's why this luck is coming towards you. Ooh, let me roll a dice. I really want to roll a dice. A 9. Ooh, and it's close. 9, 7. This was a 7 before I rolled it. Maybe 9s are a significant number to you. Maybe 7s are a significant number to you. Remember, this is reading about the luck that's coming to you. 7 is a number of luck, and 9 is a number of something almost being completed. So you're close, buddy. You're close, bub. What was on the bottom of this? Ooh, you're close, and you can see it coming. Oh, you're close to a lot. You got an offer coming in, hunty. You got a love offer coming in. This pink standing out. You got a love offer coming in. Anyway, you got some great luck coming to you. Let me move this. I don't want this card to burn by accident. Let me move it to the side. There's some stuff you've moved to the side. Now it's time. And you've sorted through. There's a lot of decluttering. Decluttering's a theme. It could be because it's so close to spring. This is a timeless message, but when I'm filming this, I'm in the energy of end of winter, beginning of spring. So maybe that's significant to you. Maybe you're a Pisces. We're still in Pisces season. That divination isn't that. Happy birthday, Pisces. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close you guys out. You have amazing luck coming to you. You've earned it. Those of you, you're already living in it. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. And others of you, you see it coming, or you're like, it's right around the corner. I can feel it. You're right. It's coming soon. It's coming to you soon. Anyway, what's some advice, something that can... Ooh, I'm trying to think about how to ask this question, because it's really not like a how to get it to come to you, because it's already on its way. But what are some things you should take away from this reading? What are things you should have on your mind? What's just some advice and information about this luck coming to you? What's something that'll feed your spirit? Ooh, learn the truth. That's that understanding. That's that going inside of yourself. That's that learning how... it's just learning about you. It's that developing that relationship with yourself, and then grounding. You're learning the truth, and in learning that truth, you are grounding into who you are. You're grounding into being a better leader, a better individual, just a better overall community member. And you're cutting ties with the things that are not useful to you. A lot of the things that I'm really getting is maybe some old traditions or family values that you've held close to yourself. Again, it's feeling very generational here. But, ooh, you're the Maverick. Maybe Maverick is significant to you. Maybe you like horses. Maybe you're the horse girl. But this is important to you. Wild Horses by Taylor Swift. Wildest Dreams. But yeah. Well, so exciting. You know, it was a little rough there. But sometimes, you know, like I said, hard head makes soft behind. And a lot of you in this group, hard head makes soft behind. And if you don't think that applies to you, maybe think about why you would be in a group with people where hard head make a soft behind. Maybe just think about that. Don't shoot me. Don't talk to me. Talk to your dead people. Anyway, thank you for joining me here at the tent. It was so lovely. If you've been hanging around for this long, go ahead and like and comment. Ooh, maybe comment. Maybe someone has something to say. Maybe you've got stuff to say that you need to say to people. Because I'm going to say like and subscribe if you like it here. Hang out with us. Drop me a little comment. Drop me a little comment if you like. Maybe leave like a comment emoji in the comments section. That'd be super dope. Anyway, I will see you guys next time here at the tent. But yeah, hang out with us. It's so dope. Anyway, ooh, I'm getting all jumbled up. You're working on your words. You're figuring out your words. You're figuring out what you want to say. Don't worry. You're doing amazing, Sweaty. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you picked the Halloween Tarot, as well as the dice, or you chose off the card, which is Temperance, or your zodiac, which in this case Sagittarius was the only one I called out. I also think that I mentioned dogs and owls might be significant to you. Then welcome. Right place, right space. Or if you chose 8-6. So for starters, before we start your reading about what luck is coming to you, I'm going to start by saying your deck went missing. Peek behind the curtain. I'm recording you last. I was setting everything up, putting things away. I kept getting this urge where I kept hearing yellow. I was like, let me move it. I kept getting this urge, this kind of calling where it's like, use the yellow placemat, use the yellow placemat. Or like, not even use it, like yellow placemat. And I was like, I'm not using that. Let me leave that over here. And I was just setting other cards in it. And I was like, okay, everything's shuffled, everything's to the side. Let me get the deck that's for this. And I couldn't find it for anything. I looked to my left, I looked to my right, I looked up, I looked down. I could not find it. And then finally I was like, you know what, whatever. And I was moving stuff and I was like, wait a minute, there's no way. And I'd actually lifted up the yellow mat and it was hiding in there. So maybe a part of the luck that is coming to you is it's something that you've been getting a feeling about, you've been getting an urge about, because there's no reason for me to be thinking about that cloth. Maybe it's because like I kind of remembered where it was, but for some, maybe you weren't trusting, like there's something about like trusting yourself, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think that was like spiritual guidance. That's why I was like kind of ignoring it. I think my brain was like yellow mat when I was looking for this deck, and I couldn't quite think of why it would be saying that, when in reality I think it was my own personal mind and intuition remembering, you know, if you put that deck anywhere, it'd be over there. Anyway, so maybe that's something, or maybe you've recently been in a situation where you've been looking for things and you're like, no, it can't be over there. Like, you've glanced at it, but then when you actually go in there and dig for it, you're like, oh wait, it was right here. And you don't even have to dig that far, because literally I just like kind of lifted it up and I saw like the little top of it. Dear gosh. So maybe that's something that's happening to you. Anyway, let's take a look at what luck is coming to you. Already off the Temperance and the situation that I already had. And then also this Magician that's hanging out the bottom of the deck. Step one, you already know and have everything that you need. It's all about application of it. So me knowing, or me having the information of, oh, yellow cloth, didn't really do anything for me because I didn't act on it. Or like I had all the information I need to find what I had. Ooh, you have wish fulfillment. You have everything you need. Maybe you're watching this for fun. Maybe you're watching this for fun. Or maybe you might be superstitious. You might be superstitious. You might be someone who you just enjoy, like luck is just a concept that you're really fond of. Maybe not hobbits. It's not a hobbit. What? Dear gosh. And I forgot too. Halfling. Maybe you enjoy playing halflings if you do like any type of tabletop role playing and stuff like that, or characters where like luck, like where luck plays a big role. Maybe you're a big fan of casinos. Maybe you spit on the end of brooms if someone sweeps your feet. But I'm getting like someone a little superstitious here, and you're having some fun. Ooh, some of you might be watching this with a friend. Hello. You want to see what luck is coming to you. And that's nice. I'm not getting like a vibe of I need to know what luck is happening to me. I'm not saying the other two groups were like that. They weren't. But it's a very like laissez-faire kind of, I want to know what luck is coming for me, but like, it's fine. Friday the 13th might be significant to you. Happy Friday the 13th. If you skip the intro, that is totally fine. Welcome to the traveling tent. I'm your oracle. Let's go ahead. You're sitting pretty, babe. You are sitting pretty. I want to say you're on the precipice of something great, but I think you're not even like aware of that you're aware of it consciously, but it's giving me living in the moment. You're living in the moment. You're enjoying things. You're alchemizing what you already have. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing the 7 of Cups as well, the 7 of Ghosts. You know you have options, but you know that you don't necessarily have to always move on things. You are happy. You are content. You have more than enough. Or for some of you, you're here, if that's not really resonating with you, maybe that's the luck that is coming your way. Something is coming to you, to you, that is going to put you in this energy, that's going to put you in the mood. I think that a lot of it is going to happen through alchemization. Maybe there's a move coming your way. This is Sagittarius energy, that Sagittarius Jupiter kind of energy, which is expansion and motion. Ooh, very nice, very 9th housey as well. Ooh, 3 cards, as I said, 9th house, and you got 9 of Ghosts. 4 cards, you got a big storm coming. I feel like I said that for another group, and I don't remember what group I said that for. You got a big storm coming, honey, and you got news of it. Ooh, like a messenger, like a nice little message. Message in a bottle. Genie in a bottle. Your pockets are full. That's this comfort. That's this chill. So I'm getting like there's a dichotomy. This group has a polarity. There's some of you that are sitting here. King of Ghosts. There's some of you that are sitting here where you are fully content. You're sitting. You're living in the moment. You figured that part out. And now you're just pretty much you're the master of your reality. And then there's the other group of you. It's a sliding scale. It's a spectrum here, like most things. So there's some of you that are sitting comfortably in the, oh, I know how things are going. I'm just doing like a little, like, this is like a little saucy, like check-in. Maybe you do your own readings. Maybe I'm throwing bones is something I'm hearing. Maybe you throw bones. Or maybe you have your own little tales, like you see signs and synchronicities. I'm getting that for both groups. Everybody who's in here, whether you think it or not, you have a level of superstition to you. Green is your color. Maybe green is your color. Maybe green's a lucky color. For some of you, maybe green's an unlucky color. It's significant in some way. It's also March when I filmed this. On the bottom, Night of Pumpkins. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, but on the other side of that, you have those of you who you're not necessarily feeling, you're trying your best to live in the moment. You're trying your best to really be in that like content energy, but you got a lot of stuff in your pocket and it's wiggling and it's moving and some of it's falling out and you're just trying to figure out how you're going to manage this. I'm hearing there's nothing for you to manage. Let go. Let God. I didn't even start your timer for this reading. Maybe your timer hasn't even started. Maybe there's just, I'm getting there's a worry about things that while they're not something you shouldn't worry about, you're equating too much of your worth to that item. Wonderful. Slow and steady is this group. Your luck comes to you in the form of slow, steady, but solid and strong motion. Sitting in this contentment, sitting in this peace is things aren't zooming and running past you. It's the actually taking a moment and going, it's so nice that I get to sit in this room on my phone that has an internet connection. Or like, I got to eat a nice breakfast today. It's the like, you are content, not blind to the world. And that's what the other group of you are learning. But it's a nice little slurry. You're all here together. You're all here together. And this is about growth. Everyone's at different levels of your growth. But I am going to be here to say that another part of your luck, for those of you who are not at this content Nine of Ghosts, this Nine of Cups, kind of like, wish fulfillment. I am solid and steady in myself. Chapter is almost complete. Type energy, you are going to get there. We also have the King of Ghosts, who's the head of that suit. So very, very nice. You're learning to live in this watery, flowy kind of state. And those of you that are in it, you are getting that full enjoyment of it and you are making the most of it. That's so nice. Who's this at the bottom that wants to come out? Two of Bats. You're learning to let go and let things be. And that's where your luck is coming from. Some of you maybe some of you don't, if you've come to this group, like, yeah, the reading says like, bro, why would you send me that message? Oh my God. Ooh. Give me a second. Actually, give me a second. I'll be back. So if you notice, there's a slight lighting, angle, perspective, a little bit of everything change. It's because it wasn't a little bit. This is a few hours in the future. Actually, a lot happened. I got pulled away from the table for various things back to back. I did go back and watch the footage to see if maybe I could kind of at least finish that last thought, because it definitely was not finished yet. But I'm going to be honest with you, that one might just be gone into the ether. So again, some of you are getting better at learning to just let things be and allow life to happen around you. And in that, you're getting your fortune. Okay. I think that what I was saying was most likely something about how, because you yourself are on some level superstitious, whether or not you refer to it as superstitious or just you being traditional, you're here at this reading under this title where it's like, what is coming to you this Friday the 13th? Just as like a check, like an impulse, like maybe some of you do your own cards, your own divination. Maybe someone does pendulums. Some of you are waiting for the universe's check to cash, which is this karmic justice coming your way. Because I get this energy of, there's this very strong energy of even those of you that are on more of like the negative side of how you feel your luck is, you know that it is inevitable. It is either here or you know it's on the horizon. More of your like issues and worries probably come from a, hey, usually when this happens, that means I'm about to get lucky. Why has that not happened yet? Maybe some of you, I don't know if I said something about casinos. I just like watched the last few moments. Maybe some of you really like casinos. Oh, I think that's what I was going to say. Okay, I'm seeing slots. I'm seeing loot boxes. So maybe some of you just like games of chance in general. So like, even if you're not necessarily superstitious, you like games of chance, you like numbers, maybe you like to analyze. Maybe you do a fantasy football draft of some type. Ooh, maybe you're graying in a kind of like salt and peppery kind of way. Very nice. Maybe you just made the choice to let things go all gray, or maybe you're just doing something gray with your hair. Very cool. I don't know why I wanted to go ahead and do this deck. I'm trying to give you guys all your time back because I am coming in after a few hours. Ooh, and I'm trying to kick the table. A lot of stuff is shaking up. A lot of stuff is moving up. I think another reason why that interruption kind of came is I think that maybe your luck is going to come in suddenly, abruptly, and you might be in the middle of something, or it might not be like the perfect time for it, but you're not doing something that you can't pause, or that you're like, oh, okay, I'd rather do this. And in pausing in that moment, you get a lot of great things coming in. Like, little fun, I'll just let you guys a peek behind the curtain. Just kind of put you in the mindset. Part of why I'm back hours later is because I was just longboarding with my nephew. So that was very nice. I was giving him a few lessons and stuff. So I was just spending some time with my boy, who I don't often get to spend time with because the tent is the circus is almost constantly traveling, and with that, so is the tent. So maybe that's a piece of luck that's coming your way. You're going to receive an opportunity that you wouldn't have, but it's going to show up in a way that maybe you didn't anticipate. You're fully ready to drop what you are doing and engage and go forth with it. Maybe you're going to have a chat with someone that you really like. Maybe someone's going to offer you something. I think I'll keep in the end where I was like, ooh, why would you text me that? I'll be on the way. I'll be back. Because usually whenever I get messages and stuff and I'm in the middle, I'll be honest, this is the first time in the middle of a reading where like I've gotten messages or something and I've just fully left the reading and didn't come back to it until later. So that's something. I'm also getting things about like you're going to have a perspective shift, or the luck is going to come from the changes of perspective. Maybe you switch machines. I don't know, maybe if you're into slots and stuff like that. Cool beans. I'm going to go ahead, since I'm going to be honest, I don't even really know or remember the line of thought that was this set of the cards. I believe maybe that is on purpose. So maybe that's that letting go and enjoying what is presented to you, what is given to you. And when you return to what you were working on, maybe that line of thought is gone. Maybe the information that was going to be given to you in that moment isn't here, or maybe there wasn't any. Maybe I needed to leave and have a refresher moment and figure something out. But there's something that needs to be stepped away from, or maybe that streak of luck is coming when you do the step away. Ooh. Okay. And what's at the bottom? Strength. The Lion. Being gentle, holding your ground, even when there's something that's pushing you to move. Ooh. So the reason I was like, oh, is because I was just talking about how, well, I don't think I'm not really getting anything from that anymore. Because the channel I was linked in that moment kind of like disconnected and it's not letting me grab it again. And then I get one of the cards that tells me that the deck no longer wants to talk to me. We can't make this reading 6 minutes. We have to give them something. We have to give them something. Okay. This means we're going to go ahead into another deck real quick. There's one group that I didn't do 2 decks with because I didn't need to. Just don't tell them that I didn't use 2 decks. And if you're coming from that group that I didn't use 2 decks with, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Let me... Okay. I guess use 3 decks with. Everything's all jumbled up and sitting together. And that King of Swords. Maybe King of Swords is significant to someone here because that's staring at me. Ooh. And then we got Queen and King of Cups just looking and then peeking behind it. Is that the Hermit? Nope, 9 of Coins, but I wanted it to be the Hermit. I set that to the side. I said you guys get 2 decks, not all of them. Okay, let's go ahead and see if the Oracle cards want to give us anything. So tell me more about this luck and fortune that is coming to my lovely pile 2s. I believe you guys. Oh, I don't even remember what pile you all are. I'm so sorry. I believe you're pile 2. Hey, is that fortune? Let me get some clarity on this because I've got something, but I'm because this is what the good luck and fortune is coming to you. Oh, so there's going to be some of the fortune that's coming to some of you is people who are speaking stuff on your name are going to get what's coming to them in some form. Like that's going to be ended. So maybe there's some like negative information about you. Maybe someone saw the wrong side of you, or maybe someone's getting something mixed up, but it's being settled. It's being straightened out. This can be you have an actual court case where you're getting some luck on. So if you're checking on that and you've got like a court case coming up, go ahead. Also, random, not connected to this reading. It just keeps bothering me whenever I sit down with the collective energy. If any of you have parking tickets that you need to pay, do that. If any of you guys have some like small offense, like citations and stuff, that's like a fine, go to the court case or just like, or pay the fine, whatever it is, do that. Cause like, it keeps coming up whenever I sit down and I'm like, okay, what should I discuss with my guests when they come in? What's the information? Something about specifically parking tickets, but then like they'll open up, they'll be like, there's also some fines and stuff like that. If there are any fines, fees, like activation, whatever you need to like do in this earth, whatever bureaucratic thing you need to do on this earthly realm, like putting the woo-woo aside, I'm telling you this woo-woo, but like on some real talk, please do it. Cause yo people keep bothering me about it. And I checked. I was so worried about it that I was like, is it me? Is it me, Jesus? Jesus, am I the one who doesn't know about parking tickets? And I looked, I even checked every website, made sure my name, made sure I ain't got no date, made sure I ain't got no warrants on me. Maybe please check. Please check. Don't get no bench warrant. Everything's funny until you get a bench warrant. But yeah, that really wanted to come through. But yeah, anything that's negative that's been associated with your name that is, I don't know your story, I don't know your situation, but that's going to be worked on. Nice. That's some good luck coming towards you. Okay. I heard someone saying someone been working them roots. False information. Yeah, there's some false stuff that's been spread about you. The truth is coming to the light. Ooh. Maybe that's why we had the Bert. Maybe Bert is important. Maybe your name is Bert. Oh, that said it wants to come out. Bert. And then I pull out a mature man. Maybe you know a mature man named Bert. Maybe you are a mature man named Bert. Maybe person a mature man. Okay. I don't want to get too into what this is because we're just looking at what your luck and what your fortune is. Because this is, people going to stop lying on your name. And you're going to hear about it. You're also most likely going to get some good news. This corresponds with before when I got that amazing news and got to have a good little old time. Okay. Tell me what other fortune is coming from my lovely, lovely guests. Ooh, bliss. That just flew out. I hope the camera caught that. That just flew at you. So in your face right there, your luck, your fortune that's coming to you is you're going to have bliss. And what else? Tell us. Tell us about this bliss. Okay, maybe the bliss is going to be a sweetheart. Maybe you have a sweetheart. It's going to put you in a loving, and it's a love offer. Yeah. So I guess your good luck is in some shape or form, you're getting a love offer from a sweetheart. That's so nice. Oh my God. And some okay. I was going to look into, this makes sense. I was debating whether or not I would look into this love offer. I was like, this looks kind of cute. Wait a minute. Maybe we could like do a little bit. I know it's not that kind of reading. And then the cards are like, yeah, it's not that kind of reading. You're going to confuse them. Oh, okay. Yeah. They said, let it go. Don't confuse them. This is a surprise. So y'all got a nice surprise. Your luck is turning, or your luck is continuing to be amazing. If you had it. So we already had karmic. Oh, that coming out after karmic justice too. Yeah, your word is getting put set straight. And ooh, this deck is doing everything. It's because I put this back strange, but I think it wanted y'all to see the karmic justice with equilibrium. So in you cutting ties, you're receiving your karmic justice, which is setting things into balance. So cutting ties and equilibrium is what is equaling your karmic justice. Remember, nature hates gradients. Nature hates gradients, and it's trying to bring everything copacetic and together. Okay, this is such amazing, wonderful luck that is coming 222, you guys. Sorry about that interruption, but I feel like that was like necessary to where it's like, hey, I don't know if this group has like a little control. I think that there's a little bit of control on the side where it's like people still trying to figure out, going, I believe in luck, I know I'm lucky, but why are the signs 1 + 2 is equaling 3? We all know this. Why am I getting 7? And not in the like I'm gaining more way, but in the I'm confused. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're gaining more, and instead of looking at what you're receiving, you're more focused on the fact that you got the wrong number more than you're focused on the fact that you got a higher number than you should have. That's the name of luck. Luck is not a skill. Ooh, that's for someone. Luck is not a skill. Remember, it's coming 222 you. You can do things to help increase your luck, but again, it's just numbers. If you have a 90% chance of winning, you still can lose. You have a 10% chance to lose. It's just more likely that you would win. That's what the luck is doing. That's the nature of luck. You guys got this. Ooh, union. Yeah. Okay. And a blessed day. Another group got blessed day too. Y'all just be, my lovely guests, y'all just be worrying about stuff. Anyway, I think this is good confirmation that it is a union that is coming in. Like your union is being blessed. There's going to be some luck that begots of that. I'm here for some of you. It's friends. Luna. Okay. Inner work. The moon. Maybe the next full moon. In comparison to you, or maybe it isn't a full moon. Maybe it is in a full moon. I'm being drawn to my opalite here. Very nice. Elixir of life and protection. Babe, this is giving, it's going to work out great for you. Everything's amazing. You're going to be protected. Grounding wanted to peek out. You're going to be protected. You're going to be able to enjoy life's goodness. I'm hearing some of you, especially if this is more legal clear-ups that need to happen. Maybe some of you haven't been able to enjoy, credit is coming specifically. Like maybe some of you haven't been able to enjoy life the way you wanted to, maybe because of debts, maybe because of credit. Gambling did come up, but I'm not necessarily getting the sign that someone's like addicted to gambling, but more of like you have people that you need to pay back. Or you had like milestones that you wanted to reach. Luck is finding you. Oh, see, it doesn't want to go away because that turned. Luck is finding you. Ground. Let things happen. Have temperance. You're the alchemist. You can't rush things. You just have to be ready for when they come to you to grab it. Anyway, that's the luck that's coming to you. That is so not. Ooh, I'm kicking tables. Maybe someone's kicking tables. Maybe was it champagne? Was it kicking champagne crystal? I don't know. Category bad. I'll put, I'm too sexy for this world. Is that Alien Superstar? I'll put it here if I remember. Anyway, thank you all for joining me at the tent. It was so nice to hang out with you. Anyway, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, hang out with us for a bit if you enjoyed what we're doing over here at the tent. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, Group 3. If you picked the world card and the silver key, or if you went off of Zodiac, which would have been Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus, or the number 4, welcome, you're in your right place. If you didn't do any of those and you were just like, I just wanted the key, the other stuff, those zodiac signs and numbers are just another way to help people decide which pile they want to be in. Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive in. For y'all's deck, it is the Intuitive Kevs. Ooh. You guys, so it's already happening. It's already happening. You guys, if you were with me and if you listened to the intro, that's fine. If you went straight to your pile, that is also okay. But in the intro, I alluded to, I was like, oh, you guys actually have 2 cards, but I only showed you one, which was the one on the very bottom. But I think that you guys are getting double for your trouble. You're getting a little extra. The luck that is coming to you is a good, like, it's extra. Like extra, hear all about it. Maybe the news is important. Maybe it's going to be good news coming your way specifically. I wanted to grab at the smoke and bring it here. And that's good scent and cleansing. This incense is a rose sage mix. Ooh, so something relaxing. So your card under the world, that was your second one, was the 3 of Cups. So you are, ooh, it's going to be something worth celebrating over. Maybe it is a celebration. Maybe you have Mercury in Cancer. Maybe you're going to get communication around Cancer season about this good thing, or maybe it's going to be set in motion around Cancer season. This is very exciting energy to get in a reading where it's like what luck is coming to you. And me being like, ooh, earlier was because, so for group 2, maybe you are also choosing group 2. Maybe you're thinking about group 2. If you're not called there, don't feel like you have to go there. But the deck that I'm going to use for group 2, which is this Halloween tarot deck, this top card just wanted to slide right out. So let's see what this top card wants to be for you. Queen of Imps. Ooh, spark, flyer. Flyer? I was going to say fire. Maybe it's something related to a flyer. Maybe it's an event. Ooh. That flyer, though, is also giving me that, like, Newsies, hear all about it kind of energy. So maybe the good fortune that is coming to you, at least so far from what we've seen, is that you're going to be getting some great news. Ooh. You're going to be getting some great news. Some cycles are going to be ending. You're going to hit some firm foundation, like something that's of substance is coming towards you. I'm getting that from that 4 that we had rolled. I'm going to set that over here. Dylan, watch that for us. But let's go ahead and let's tap in and see if we can get a little more information. I didn't even start y'all's timer. And let's get a little more information about what is the good news coming to group 3. It might come in your rest. The good news might show up in the nighttime hours. It might come in a moment of reprieve. Oh, and then we got Jupiter right here. Jupiter is about luck and expansion, which, again, getting Jupiter during this is very nice. Judgment. That's very funny that Judgment is here, because I'd originally thought this 3 of Cups, for some reason, when I only have part of it, I thought that that was Judgment. But let's go ahead, look at the cards, and then we'll dive in from there. So again, we got your 4 of Swords, Judgment, the 2 of Pentacles, King of Wands. And let me make a little room here. I think this news might be something that, like, drives you to make room. Oh, this King of Wands says, I want to be right here. So I'm going to let him be there. And then you got this 9 of Pentacles. Ooh. No, you got... maybe it's the meme lord in me, but I just want to be like, you got a big storm coming, honey. But this looks like a positive storm. This looks like a storm that you're, like, going to sleep through. And it's just going to be upon you. Like, it's like in the middle of the night. You're going to be in a moment, you're getting rest, reprieve. This Judgment card, it's giving, because I want to say, like, hearken, listen. And if you look in the Judgment card, it's an angel coming out of the sky, blowing his horn, ready to give judgment, ready to pass information. So maybe that's something. Maybe you have a court case or something that requires a very final decision to come through. Another thing that's really coming to me is Judgment comes before completion. So this is card 20, and this is card 21. Ooh, 2-2, 21. Man, I gotta stop hanging out with kids. Some memes make comebacks. Maybe it's a comeback. Maybe you're getting information on a comeback, and that's what this exciting, like, celebratory energy to the closing of a chapter is. Right now I'm hearing, oh gosh, I can't remember who is the artist, but it was one of the Naruto opening things. It's Hero's Comeback. Ooh. You took a second, you took a retreat, you gathered yourself, you decided, you know what, I'm going to let go. And I'm here specifically let go and let God. You can be of any denomination you want, but you pretty much let go and gave it over to the higher powers that you subscribe to. And in doing that, you found balance. You're like, you know what? I'm going to let go what I can't do, and I'm going to control what I can. And even in that, be comfortable in knowing that something could happen to where I can't even control that anymore. Ooh, that's pretty deep. Okay. You got a lot of good, amazing things coming to you. You're getting a balance here, which also coincides with that Libra energy that we had in this Four of Swords. Maybe that's why you went into that moment of rest and retreat. You noticed that something was not quite into balance. This Judgment can hearken. Ooh, I want to use these big things. I think that it's actual news, actual information coming your way. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm pretty sure that's a little... I don't know if that's a fire truck or just some siren coming through. But there's some amazing news that is going to come your way. And this King of Wands and this Queen of Wands really want to say something together. Because this King of Wands, while he didn't want to move his position, he absolutely wanted this Nine of Pentacles to be beside him. And it's giving person, but it's also not giving an individual. This can also just be an energy coming your way. Maybe this is who you let it go to. So like, I'm getting more of a sense of like, rather it being an actual physical person, this being like a spirit guide, thought form is coming up. So maybe some of you actually started listening to your inner voice, actually started realizing that you can trust your passions, your wants, your past. Specifically, you're learning that you can trust your past experiences and your information. The King of Wands is a very fun king when he is not turbulent. A non-turbulent King of Wands is someone who is worldly, who has traveled, who has gotten his hands dirty, who has experienced, who has followed his red string of fate. Well, theirs, because, you know, while there are genders here, the genders are more to just show... I'm not being drawn to a gender, is what I mean to say there. When it's just coming to regular... Ooh, let me take a second. Usually I don't get that caught up in it. Maybe that's something that you had to take a second and sit with. Maybe you're accepting... How do I say this without saying it wrong? Because the way that it's coming in is kind of jumbled and can easily be misconstrued as incorrect. Maybe that's why you took this moment of reprieve and relax, because you've noticed that this Wands energy, I'm getting very much of this is a representation of you and the energies around you. So maybe you were very much in that Aries. While this isn't Aries, it's just a little bird in the sky. I was looking at that and it really made me see. I really was like, oh, there's Aries twice here. I think that's very funny. Okay, group 3. I see it. So you took a moment to yourself to recalibrate. To gather yourself, to gather your words, to really analyze what it is you are putting out in the world. And because you took that moment to analyze what you are putting out to the world, how you're seeing the world, how I'm seeing also like how you're caring for yourself and presenting yourself, not just to others, but also to you. Ooh, some of you are maybe deciding, I'm seeing like specifically something about like clothes and dressing. Like maybe every once in a while, like instead of just like, if you know you're going to be home all day, maybe you decide to go ahead and just put on an outfit when maybe, I wanted to say traditionally instead of historically. There's a lot of, I really am thinking about what words I want to use, and there's so many words that can be used. I really think that's why you took this moment of rest and relaxation, because you've had so many things running about your mind, so many cups, ooh. Group 3. This is fine. We're just going to go ahead and ground It's also very exciting. Another thing that's also taking a second is you guys have a lot of good things coming towards you. And I think that it's trying to bombard me. Like, it's coming here to the table. It's like, tell them about the money. Tell them about the good times. Tell them about the friendships. Tell them about the fun. Tell them about their improved self-image. Tell them about all this good fortune we're sending to them. Ooh. So I think maybe for those of you that maybe you had a lot going on, it wasn't necessarily that things were going bad in your life. Honestly, some of the stuff that was overwhelming you, I'm seeing you were excited for and reaching for, and even now you don't regret it. You're just eepy. Aw, eepy. Aw, you're so cute, my guest. So cute, so cute. But no, you just realized that you were getting maybe a little overrun. Where even though it's something you enjoy, it's something that you see yourself doing for a long time, you're getting overran by it. So you needed to sit, recoup, recalibrate, rebalance, really look at what you were doing, look at your attack plan. And that's what this is. This is what you did. And because you did decide to take a seat back, to look at your attack plan, to relinquish control that in a lot of the situations was never yours to have in the first place, to someone who could actually do something with that, which in this case, again, higher powers of whichever you subscribe to. Some of you, that higher power genuinely is you actually leaning in and trusting your own knowledge set and not second guessing yourself. Because this is a very, like this little section over here, this is a very confident section. Like, this is all the fire signs. This is the, I know who I am and I'm going forth. And yeah, you know, I might burn some stuff down, but at least I was true to myself while I was in the flames. Ooh. I'm seeing a lot of what is coming to you guys. What the luck that is finding my lovely, lovely guests that are here today. I'm being drawn to bring the key back in because you did choose this silver key. Is that your, ooh, ooh, you're getting the keys, or you found the keys, or you've realized what keys go to which door and what keys are just dead keys. So maybe there's some of you, you've got like a ring of keys. This is the analogy that's being brought to me, is like, you know, that big ring of keys that the janitor will have. You got this big ring of keys. You've had it for years. It's great. You've added more, but you've noticed that like it takes you a second. You've got to sit through and rummage to figure out, okay, what's the right key? How do I get in here? Oh man, I don't even know what this key goes to. I've had this since 96. Maybe 96 is a important year for you. Happy 30. Maybe 30 is an important number. But no, this is very much a, you know, the original question I asked was what luck is coming to you. But I feel like after news, where it's like, oh yeah, they're going to be getting amazing news. The luck that's coming towards them is going to be coming in the form of news. It's going to be coming in the form of them recognizing their self-worth. Actually, no. The luck and fortune that is coming to you is because you have sat down and evaluated yourself and put your energy where it needs to go. You've made some changes that were necessary and kept what was useful. There's like a purging that also may have happened here. Maybe you did some decluttering. For me, real time, spring is right around the corner. So maybe you're engaging in some spring cleaning. Maybe you've actually been finding keys around the house. Ooh, okay. Let's see if I can get you a little anything extra. I feel like I stopped talking about this King of Wands quicker than I really wanted to. Tell me more about this King of Wands and how it relates to the luck that is coming to my lovely, lovely guests. This reading's not going to be super long because we technically have the answer. The answer is you have amazing luck and fortune coming to you in the form of news. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be very completing. It's going to be very satisfying to your soul. It's really going to reaffirm your confidence in yourself and in your knowledge and in your skill. But let's see. Tell me more about this King of Wands. I feel like I just split the deck real weird and looked at the King of Cups. So tell me about this. Ooh. Tell me about this King of Wands. That just jumped. So we'll just take that. And it's over this Two of Pentacles. Five of Swords. That's that Aquarius energy. Five of Swords. Winning at any cost. And then we got Queen of Wands twice. No, definitely some of the luck and fortune that is coming your way is just, I'm here like a renewed sense of self, of confidence. There's that Leo energy. Maybe you have a Leo moon. But that renewed sense of self, of confidence, of worth. You're a fighter. I mean, this King of Wands feels to me like it's representing your support. It's representing your inner knowing. So everybody, no matter what gender you do or do not subscribe to, has a inner feminine and an inner masculine, and we are constantly looking for the balance. Like the yin and yang symbol, yin and yang, I usually say yang. So maybe someone here pronounces it yang. Very cool. Again, so there's something about words. There's something about speaking. There's something about the voice that is really coming through here. And then also we have this Sword card with this Queen of Wands. But no, you found this balance. That is the luck. That is the luck. You found the balance. You figured out the lock and the key. Or maybe you've been walking around with all these keys and you were trying to figure out what these keys unlock, when in reality, the keys unlock you. You are the one door you never tried. And now that you tried that door, you've opened something up within yourself. And now you're having an opportunity to step through to completion. You went into this rest mode. You opened the door to yourself. You went into this rest mode. You were like, let me go through. Let me sort. Let me see what about me actually needs to change, needs to be different. And also, what about me is perfectly fine as it is. Maybe it needs to grow, maybe I need to nurture it, but it does not need to be pruned or culled from the whole that is me. Ooh. Very nice. This is a little spooky. This Queen of Wands deciding to show up twice, especially when I was trying to figure out, ooh, excuse me. Big burp. Hope that wasn't that bad. What this King of Wands is. No, your luck, your fortune, what is coming to you. The tangible thing I will say is I genuinely believe that you are getting some news, some information that will help solidify this confidence in yourself. So maybe you're getting proof that a nudge that you had was right, that a thought that you had was right. I'm here specifically like that a calculation that you had made is correct of some sort. And calculations can pop up in many ways. Let me grab your deck for a little bit of advice and we can close out. Ugh. Wow. So I don't know why, and this might be for someone, but someone wanted me to show you guys the Crown Royal bag that I use. For this. Maybe you're royal, maybe the crown is what is coming your way. You've had to fight a lot, but you learned when that fight is actually necessary. But no, some tangible things are coming to prove to you and to help restore or just bolster that confidence in yourself. Bolster is the word that I want to use. You're getting some news, some actual information that's going to bolster your confidence. Ooh. So now we're going to go ahead and get you some advice before I let you go. What things should my lovely guests walk out? What is going to help? Let's ask what's going to help this luck come to them. Ooh, leadership. Again, that fire energy. We got the tiger here. Very nice. Maybe you are a tiger year. Maybe you know someone. Maybe someone close and dear to you is a tiger year. And passion. So the thing that's going to help continue to bring this luck to you, slash the thing that is why this luck is coming to you, is because you've leaned into that authoritative position of leadership and passion. And that Queen of Wands says, I'm also here. Here, you're not afraid to show your face, which is gorgeous, which is beautiful. There's a fire that was lit within you. And you had the matches the whole time. The same way you had the keys, you had the matches. You just had to remember when to strike. You were just figuring out when to strike. No. I'm so excited for you guys. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end you guys here. I hope that you got what you needed from this group 3. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys in another reading at another time. If you've been hanging out here this long with me, go ahead, like, subscribe, hang out here at the tent a little more with us. We do so many different things, and I hope that you guys have a great day. I'm being asked to split the deck. Ooh, a blessed day. May you have a good and blessed day. Don't tell the other piles this. If you guys don't tell the other piles this. I think you guys might be the luckiest pile. I don't know. This is the first one. Peek behind the curtains. I actually filmed this pile first because you guys were so loud. So I don't even know what the first 2 are going to say. But at least as of filming this, I think that you guys, at least in your own personal, have a lot of luck. And it's so much luck that I think that it was vague on purpose, that instead of telling me what exactly the luck that's coming your way is, it wanted to really hone in on the, yes, you are getting luck. Yes, there is completion, and really talk about how it's going to get to you, which is through new inspired action. Popped in my head. So maybe you're going to see an inspired action, or maybe you are going to inspire actions in others. But whatever it is, whatever this luck is that's coming to you, it is going to equal to bolstering of your confidence. So very excited, very nice. You are the king. 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 You are the queen. You are everything. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for real. Thank you for joining me, and I love you so much. Bye. I don't think I disconnected any group. It's okay. I'll do a mass disconnecting at the end. They don't know about it. They probably didn't even pay attention. Ugh. Wow, they really said no. Do this and send it.